Over the past few weeks, several activists and organizations have come up with a whole list of ways to make changes to the current state of unrest in America, one step at a time. A small business owner in Brooklyn, though, has come up with a viral campaign to call on major retailers to dedicate 15% of their store shelf space to Black-owned businesses. So joining us right now is the woman behind it all, creative director of Brother Vellies and founder of 15% Pledge, Aurora James. Aurora, thanks for being with us.
Hi, thank you so much for having me this morning.
This is a brilliant idea, and so many brands have mentioned their support on standing in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter campaign, but you said there needs to be a step further than that, more than just talk about it. So how are you getting these companies to actually pledge?
Yeah, so we've been having a lot of one-on-one conversations. I think ultimately the idea just resonated with them, being that Black people are 15% of the population. So right now, we're really working with a lot of these large retailers to put plans into place and benchmarks and goals that they can actually hit over a multi-year period of time. And so far, so well. Sephora was the first one to jump on, and it's been really great. And now next in our eye line is Target. So hopefully they'll be taking the 15% pledge soon.
I love how you explained why the number 15 is so significant there. Let's talk about Target and the big box stores. How difficult is that to break through? I know they say they want to do something, but making them walk that walk has to be a little tough.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, these are billion-dollar corporations, and it's not a small ask. We're seeing most retailers right now are averaging between 0.6 and 2.2% of what they're buying coming from Black-owned businesses. So getting to 15% is actually a big, big, big leap. But it's something that I believe in, a lot of other people believe in. It's one small step towards you know, financial equality, and they're hopefully going to be willing to do that work. It's not going to be easy, but it is kind of necessary.
Indeed. And on the flip side, though, are you doing anything to help these Black-owned businesses get up to speed after the coronavirus pandemic, as we're seeing things open up, but get their stock, if you will, in order to handle something like a big box store such as Target?
Yeah, great question. I mean, that has been like, you know, one of the earliest concerns for me is really about making sure that these retailers are able to seek out some of the small businesses that are really ready to work with them. And we're seeing that there's actually a lot of businesses in the spaces that are able to step up to that. And, you know, for the ones that aren't, we've been doing a lot of work trying to organize people who are in the VC space that are also interested in supporting Black-owned businesses. You know, only less than 3% of VC money went to Black-owned businesses. Venture capital money went to Black-owned businesses last year. So that's also another area that really needs improvement if we want to see these Black-owned businesses grow and start seeing more money be channeled back into Black communities across America.
It's definitely multifaceted. You yourself own a clothing store called Brother Vellies in Brooklyn, where its main products come from, what, South Africa, Kenya, even Morocco. So how's it been going for you, especially within these last couple of months in quarantine?
Yeah. I mean, it has been really tough. I closed my store in March, and, you know, I'm seeing a lot of the same effects that many other retailers across the country have been going through. I'm lucky that we have an online store for Brother Vellies, so that has been supportive in a lot of ways. But I think it's also made me acutely aware of the fact that, you know, all these Black businesses need help. And I'm lucky I've been able to, you know, still survive this pandemic, but 40% of other Black-owned businesses expect that they won't survive the pandemic.
Well, you're trying to help change that tide. Yeah, Aurora, thank you so much for your time today. Best of luck to you and your efforts there with the 15% and also with your business as well. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.